Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It's time for a Vinegar Syndrome update, the last Vinegar Syndrome package of the year of the subscriber model. I'm still waiting on a couple of partner titles coming in and some extras that I purchased as well. But I've got 5 titles here. I'm going to run through them all, starting with, I'm going to put them in order of my least favourite to my favourite. Great month, 5 titles, I enjoyed them all for varying degrees. There is none here that I didn't like. I really liked them all. So first up, Creature, which you've already seen a review for, maybe, which was basically an Alien, The Thing rip-off with Klaus Kinski jumping in and being all rapey. Wonderful miniature work, great score. I loved the kind of look and the atmosphere. The dialogue was horrendous, really bad, and some of the effects weren't great. Few of the effects weren't great. A lot of the effects were outstanding on this. Really, really fun. Next up, one that I really had never heard of before, which was Steel and Lace. Now, this one that says she's tough, she's tender, she's all woman and all machine, which is just great. And it's basically a story we jump into right away. Court case, a woman has, accused people of rape. We see flashbacks to the rape. They get off. She throws herself off the top of her building. A couple of years later, her brother, who is some kind of super scientist, has brought her back as a cyborg. A deadly cyborg who's out for revenge against the men that raped her. But it's done like in a kind of it's almost pushed aside the sleaze and went more for a kind of Terminator fun, cyborgy attempt at tackling this kind of stuff. Really kind of fun, really kind of silly, punchy, knows exactly what it wants to do. 90 minutes, Bruce Davison, I think it is her brother, who brings her back, which adds a little bit of credence to the movie. It's also got David Naughton in it as well. Just a really super fun, cheesy movie, which I really kind of liked. Next up was Flesh for Frankenstein. Now, this is a mega double pack here with the 3D version, a couple of different versions of the movie on here, fully uncut. And this was a really kind of sleazy movie, really digs into the fetishistic nature of Frankenstein, the incestuous nature of him as a family member and the bloodline that they've been cultivating, the sleaze, the amazing one-liners. Udo Kier is Baron Frankenstein. Amazing. The set designs are phenomenal. Some of the most sensual, horrific sequences I think I've ever seen. It's just really twisted and weird. There's one where he's kind of having sex with a body that he's working on while simultaneously having his hands inside the torso messing about. Really kind of fun. It's not one I would go to often if I just wanted kicks, but I did enjoy it. A kind of big surprise for me. And it's not a great movie. I know it's not a great movie. That film is Dario Argento's Trauma. Asia Argento is Aura in this one, and her acting is atrocious, but kind of made up for it because even the person she's acting with, the character David in the movie, is awful. And this is about a damaged child who's escaped from a hospital where she's been treated for anorexia, and she goes home. Her mother is having a seance, and she is murdered along with her father with a strange garroting device, a loop that goes over the head, a machine that you turn on that just decapitates people. And it becomes a mystery of why are these decapitations happening, who's doing it, who's going to be next on the list, uncovering the mystery of why it happened. And to be honest, it gave me a lot of the Argento-isms that I really kind of love. Miss seeing certain shots for what they really were, following a character as they go down a rabbit hole of mystery, of family intrigue as to what were people I knew involved with, along with some wonderful side characters. But there is some really silly moments in this, and then there is a really almost, I dare to say, wasted performance from Brad Dourif. I love the guy, but he feels as if he's in this for way too little a time, and he's way too great for the time that he is in it. And finally this month, and to be honest, one of my favourite VS releases of the year, Ebola Syndrome. I've done a review for it that's up on the channel already. If you haven't seen it, check it out. I think the movie is absolutely riotously funny. It's gross out, silly and disgusting and horrible and all kinds of ickiness that's going on here. But my goodness, did I have a great time watching it. It was super fun, it was energetic, it was silly and had a great sense of humour along with nastiness with it. It wasn't just nasty for the sake of being nasty. It was a great month for Vinegar Syndrome, and I'd love to know if you've seen these, if you've got the package, how would you rank them in order of your favourites? Let me know in the comment box below. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you're interested in it. And if you feel like I deserve it, hit this video with a like button, subscribe, share this video, maybe even join the membership programme or the Patreon. It would be really greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on ManVFilm.